It says we are alive. It looks to me like Google has changed the interface once again. So, Craig, let's see who else is out there. Craig, Sandra, can you see me now? Can you see me? Should be able to. Can you see me, Bill?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. So everything ought to be good. We're live. Somebody else just popped in. Chris, hello, Chris. Alrighty then. Chris is here. Sandra, Craig, Bill, me. We got 20 people registered. I guess 25% attendance isn't too bad.
Right before the holidays, too.
Well, yeah. I'm going to wait one more minute. According to my computer, it's 11:29. Wait one more minute. While we're waiting for just a minute, are all of you familiar with the Brendan Burchard new book, the Motivation Manifesto?
I've ordered it, but it hasn't come yet.
Okay. So, Bob Miller and myself are going to start a weekly Motivation Manifesto discussion. And tentatively, we're going to do it on Thursday at noon. So right after lunch with Len on Thursday, not this Thursday. This Thursday's Thanksgiving. Tentatively, we're going to do it at noon and just see who's interested in it. There are 12 sections in the course. Yeah, you hear Bob talking about it, Chris. Yeah, he and I are talking together. I'm going to actually set up that webinar on air today, and we're going to start having it on Thursdays at noon. So I wonder who's interested. And is Thursday at noon a good time? We just follow the lunch with Len on Thursday and drop right into the Motivation Manifesto. Is anyone else reading the book? Just type into the chat. Yes, no, maybe.
I just don't have mine yet.
Okay.
I have to play catch up.
Okay. Well, I might have it by then. It is, I highly recommend it. It is a very, very powerful book. What's the matter, Craig? Craig says he's having tech issues. Okay, Sandra, I can send you a link. The book is free. You have to pay $7 for shipping to get it, but it's free. The book itself is free. Craig, know what? You said you're having tech issues. Are you okay? Craig, can you see and hear us? Sorry, I'm holding up everybody just to see what Craig says here. And then we're going to jump right into MITS, like I promised. Okay, we'll do, Sandra, or Chris. Okay. Okay. Craig says you're. I assume everything's okay, Craig. because he responded to my question, so I must be able to see. All right, let's jump into MITS training. Why are we doing MITS training? And oh, by the way, Sandra, or Chris rather, Chris, you're the one that asked me about the plugin that MLSP has available, and I did take a look at the training video for that plugin. And it's really quite simple to use, but quite honestly, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not going to start using that plugin, and I'll tell you why. Or actually, I'm going to show you why, because you're going to find that what MITS does is so much easier to do and use. And MLSP is coming out with the funnelizer, and when they get the funnelizer, then we will use the funnelizer. That plugin that they have available right now, and if everyone else doesn't know it, MLSP has a WordPress plugin that you can download to WordPress and use it to create capture pages in WordPress, but it is not a graphical interface. It's one of these things that you're creating the capture page, but you can't see the capture page while you're creating it. You only get to see it after you're done. And it looks like it'll work. It looks like it can create some pretty nice capture pages, but MITS is much easier to use because it's a graphical interface. So I'm going to show you MITS here today. That's the one I've been using. I also know that Lead Pages is out there, and no, I have never tried Lead Pages. I suspect it's very easy to use and very powerful as well, and I've heard very good things about Lead Pages. So any one of these things will work. Why are we doing this? I have been told by people who know more than me about it that some of the MLSP capture pages are getting harder and harder to get approved in Facebook ads because Facebook has just seen them way too often, and they don't approve the ads. And you know, Facebook has this sort of policy about get rich quick, work from home, MLM kinds of stuff. And so MLSP has their attention, and that's what I've been told. So people have been creating their own capture pages to use in place of the MLSP capture pages. I'm just going to show you how to do that. So, having said all that, and by the way, if anybody wants to come across and join the conversation, I'm happy to bring you across, or if you have questions. So, Bill is already across. He can see the chat. I won't be able to see it because I'm going to start sharing my screen. So here we go with screen share. And it says to me that I am presenting my screen to everyone. Are you seeing my screen? Bill, are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, I see the basic screen. I don't see your desktop yet. Okay. Here's the desktop.
So here I am at MLSP. And what we want to do is we want to use one of the MLSP campaigns, and we're going to create a Facebook ad. So let's just go to the campaigns. I'm just going to pick the new MLSP campaigns. Any campaign in MLSP this works for, it doesn't matter which one you pick. For those of you who are relatively new to MLSP, the campaigns you might be using are either Mastery or University because you're promoting MLSP itself. So I'm just going to pick University and use that. Just to remind you, in the campaigns, you have this little guy here, and if you click on him, he shows you that's what the MLSP capture page looks like. Now, just make a mental note of what the words are. I didn't write them down. Free download, how to get more leads, sign up more reps, make money from the 90% who say no to your biz off, guaranteed. So that's the MLSP capture page. And just to remind you, here's all the links. This link is the capture page itself. We're not going to use that link today. We're going to create our own capture page. This is important. Let me copy this and take it up and show it to you. This is the link that we're going to drive traffic to. So this is where the traffic goes after we've created a capture page for them. So this is the sales page that we want to send them to. So just hold that thought for a moment. I'm going to close it, and I'm just going to go close this page, and I'm going to take you over to MITS. How do we get to MITS? M-I-T-S. And it's MITS Pages. So there we go. MITS Pages. Dynamic landing pages for your business. Now, obviously, you have to have a MITS account. I have a, I think I am, I should actually be logged in. I have a $1 a month account, and I'm not even sure they've ever charged me. To be honest with you, I got that account from Diane. I don't know how I got it, and if anybody needs me to research how to get an account for you, just ask me about it. But here we are in MITS, and I actually already have a bunch of pages created, but I'm not going to show you those right now. I'm gonna, well, yeah, maybe I will. I'll just show you. So here's the MITS pages that I have created, and I actually have one already created for university, and I'll show it to you. But I'm going to create a whole new one for you. So you see this one, free download, attract more leads, get more signups now. So very similar wording. And this happens to be a video page. But let me show you how to do that. Let me get rid of that. So let's go back to create a new page. And here are the forms. We can create a sales page, a webinar, and a bunch of other things, thank you pages. What we want is an opt-in page. So here we go. We're creating an opt-in page. And here are the templates for the opt-in pages. Now, the one that I just showed you a moment ago was the perfect video opt-in page. Let me pretend for a moment that you don't have a video that you want to use, that you just want to put up a simple opt-in form. So here's a simple landing page with opt-in. But you can see you can select from any of these other forms. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's not what we want. Let's go back to templates. I want one that doesn't have a video on it. Hello. Go back. Go back. It's thinking about going back. I've asked it to go back too many times. Okay. Opt-ins. Simple video. I don't want a video. I don't want a video. I want a video. I want a landing page. I went through these. I went through these the other day and picked one. Video opt-in, simple landing page with opt-in. Let's see. I went through this the other day and picked one just to be sure that I'd have it. But shoot. Sorry about that.
Well, can't you delete the video?
Yeah, I might be able to. I was hoping to do. You know what? Let me just go with this one because it's the one I'm familiar with. So if we don't load it, if we don't put a video in it, there just won't be a video. Yeah, they actually appear to have changed the opt-in forms in the last couple of days, because I just went through these a couple of days ago. But all right, let's give it a name. Len's test page. No matter what we have here, it's not hard to figure this stuff out, and we'll save it. Now, we'll go down here to the page settings. So here under page settings, I'm going to ignore page settings for a moment. This is a page title for SEO purposes and keywords. So I'm just going to ignore that. I'm just going to make things very, very simple. And we can play with the colors. We can play with the fonts. I don't want to do that. Background image. So we can either select our own background image or use the one they've got already up there. If I want to select my own, I can do that, and we'll end up with our own background image. So you can see it's loaded my snow scene that I like. Header, the headline. If we select the headline, and we can type in, I don't remember what the words were now, but generate more leads for your business. I don't know. We can type in whatever we want, and we can type in exactly the words from MLSP if we want to use them. Again, I don't remember exactly what they were. I didn't write them down. So generate more leads for your business. Secrets for your home-based business is the sub-headline, where we can make it from the, what was it, 90% who do not opt in, whatever we want it to be. So the point is again, you can see that we can just go ahead and we can edit all of these fields. There is a time release box, which I'm not going to use the time release box. The submit button, it says download free report, or maybe we're going to download a free video, or whatever it was that MLSP is going to give us. Okay. So et cetera, et cetera. It says download free video. So you get the point. It's pretty easy to go down through this and edit these forms. Now, the one thing that I didn't see on this form that I need to find for you is the we got to find the how to hook it up to Aweber. Background image. Video. Let's save the form. Where is? I will tell you that the link to Aweber is the one that every now and then I have trouble finding on these things. Line, subheadline, video. It's not going to be in the time release box. Nope, not going to be there. Submit button. Nope, 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 nope. All right, all right, all right. Go slower. Page settings. SEO, description, keywords, tracking code, and the body text. Not there. Page settings. Colors. I don't think it's in colors. No, it shouldn't be. Fonts. Shouldn't be there. Cancel. All right, now I'm feeling embarrassed. We don't want to pop up.
It should be up at the top.
Well, yeah, it should be. But it's not.
Unless they've changed it.
Yeah, they have changed these forms for sure. Because again, I did this just a couple of days ago, and I went through and checked it to be sure that I knew where everything was, but I didn't check it this morning. So, and that's of course the sort of the important one, is to link it back to Aweber. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go back to my pages and pull up one that I've already created. So, university. If I pull up edit page, because this is exactly what we're trying to do. It's a link to the university. And there's a form called, there's a page called opt-in form integration right there. Now, maybe that form I pulled up as an example there didn't have the opt-in integration on it, and like I said, they have made some changes. But notice on this form, there's AWeber. You can select your autoresponder, and once you've selected the autoresponder, it says you only see lists below that have web forms already created for them in AWeber. So when I open that list up, it has whatever lists that I have opt-in forms created for. So in this case, I have a list called University Sign Up, and I just select it, and that's all there is to it. Now, you can also see there's some optional fields here. You can ask for the first name, you can ask for the phone number, and it has an integration with GoToWebinar. So I'm going to apologize for that little fumble. Maybe that form that I pulled up actually didn't have an integration with AWeber. Maybe it doesn't. I just didn't see it. I don't know. But you get the idea. You go into MITS, you select your form, and it's pretty easy to go ahead and edit the thing, upload new pictures for it, change the text, add a video for it. So, and once you're done, you simply save the form. And in this particular case, the name of the form is University. So I go back to my pages, and I have that form sitting there. Now, what do I do with it? I select it, and here is the URL for that form. Now, they have a default domain, which just makes it look like it looks like an affiliate link, and you can use these other domain names. So, for example, if I want to call it the domain Entrepreneur Life, then it says Entrepreneur Life, MITS, Len Mooney, Hotmail, da-da-da-da-da. So you can use these different domain names that MITS supplies you. Let's just stay with the default domain right now. So that's what our page looks like. Okay? So I'm going to grab this, copy it, and guess where I'm going to go with it? I'm going to go to Facebook. So I'll go to Facebook, go out to the page that I want to put this ad on, and paste it in there. And there I have it in. I have it pasted into Facebook. Now, I can go ahead and I can change the text on this. Need more leads for your business. I can do whatever I want to do with it. But the point is, I have this form now out on Facebook, and if I click on it, I'll go ahead and post it. If I click on it there, it'll be there. I can also upload another picture for it, and etc. So I can do things with it. So here you see, if I click on it, I come to the form, and now I enter my email and name, and that will populate my list in AWeber. Okay. Now the final step is, let me go to AWeber, and here's the final and the critical step. There are two ways, and I'll show you now on my real one, on the university one. There are two ways that the person gets directed back to the MLSP page that you want them to go to. Now remember, where we want them to go to is to this MLSP page. So we started with the capture form. We put it out on Facebook. They clicked on it. They put their name and information in. That information comes to AWeber, and AWeber is going to send them back to this form, this URL right here. How's AWeber going to do that? There are two possible ways. One way is in the follow-up messages. So you create a follow-up message that sends them back to that page. The other way is under list options, confirmed opt-in. Now, remember we turned confirmed opt-in off. However, Facebook is going to, AWeber is going to confirm any opt-in coming from Facebook anyhow. So, since we're using this form on Facebook, we might as well simply put in a URL that we want them to go to. So in this case, I put in a page called Get MLSP Mastery, and I put in the thank you page. So if I copy that link and show you where that goes, guess where it goes to?
All across.
Okay, so it goes to where I wanted to send them. And that was actually the link to Mastery, not University, but that's okay. So you get the idea, I hope. I hope it didn't go too fast, and I hope that everybody sees the pattern now. So let me stop. Bill, are there comments or questions?
No questions.
I'm going to stop the screen share.
I think that dollar cost was basically to verify that you and not a robot or something.
Yeah, I don't. I paid the dollar, and
I did the same thing with Diane.
I've never gotten a bill from them, and I've been using them ever since that Diane Hockman webinar. So that's all I know about it.
Yeah, basically you're signing up for the free version, and if you look, I think on the top of your opt-in forms, they'll have the MITS logo on there.
Yeah.
So if you pay for it, you won't have that. That's
Probably
the difference between.
Probably true.
Yeah.
Probably true. So in the chat, did everybody follow that? Or are there any questions? Does anybody want to come across? Is anybody there? Everybody's there. I'm just waiting to see if there's any comments in the chat.
Yeah, I think the most difficult thing is the integration with AWeber to get that working right.
Say that again, Bill?
The AWeber integration is the most difficult part to get set up right.
Well, all you've got to do is, yeah, but it's really not. It's really simple. I mean, you really just have to put in the autoresponder or the form, the capture form that you're in the AWeber form that you want it to go to, and then you have to redirect it out of that form. So I don't see any comments or questions. I just opened up the Q&A. Nope. Okay. Everybody's still there. No one's making any comments or questions. So, does anyone have a question? I assume the chat is still working. And if it isn't, or if there aren't,
There's something.
Yeah, I can, Craig. Craig is he can't get the video. It's his computer. Yeah, I will send you the replay link. It takes at least historically, it's taken Google an hour or two to get the replay up and available. So I will do that. Anyone else have a comment or question? Otherwise, it's 2 minutes till noon, and we'll turn it off at 12 o'clock, as per our promise. And I'm not going to do a broadcast on Thursday because I'm going to be scurrying around the kitchen cooking turkey. And we'll be back next Tuesday. So, 1 more minute and I'm going to stop the broadcast, unless I see comments or questions. And I don't. So, I hope everybody, I still don't understand where the MLSP video goes in the first place. I don't understand the question, Chris. Chris, you want to come over? Let me bring you over. It might be easier to talk. I don't understand the question. Chris should be on the way. There she is.
Now, why am I over here?
Because I didn't understand the question.
Because what?
I didn't understand the question. I thought it would be easier to talk than try to use chat. You didn't understand where the MLSP video goes in the first place. I didn't understand that question.
None of it made sense to me, so. I was just thinking I'd have to go back and watch the whole thing again.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, there is no MLSP video that goes anywhere, so that's why I don't understand the question.
Well, then, how does MITS know to send buttons? Hush. So it's AWeber that sends the video from MLSP.
Well, AWeber sends a link.
Shh. Come here.
AWeber sends a link to where you want them to go, wherever that is. And I do apologize. That wasn't the cleanest demonstration of how this thing works that I had hoped to do, but because the capture form that I started to use apparently didn't have a link in it for AWeber, or if it did, I couldn't find it. But AWeber sends the link. So what happens is the capture form captures the information, sends it to AWeber, and then from AWeber, you send them back to wherever you want them to go. And there are two ways to do that. One is with a email message that gives them the link you want them to go to, and the other is with the redirect from the confirmed opt-in.
Okay.
But you know what? If you get into setting this up and you have questions or trouble, just look me up, find me. I'll help you.
All right, I know you will. I'm like a Frankenstein monster being built.
All right. Did that answer your question, sort of?
Yeah, I think so. Like I say, I'm going to have to listen to the whole thing again too.
Okay. Well, I'll get the wheat replay link as soon as it's available. Anybody else have anything? Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and call it a day.
Okay, send me the link for the book.
I will do that. I'll put, I'll send an email to everybody on the list with the link for the book and the link for the replay. Give me an hour or so till the replay's up, and I'll send it out.
All right. Thanks,
cool.
Len.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Here we
Yeah.
go.